Hello everyone! Happy Pokemon Day to everyone out there, and today we had a Pokemon Presents and we have a lot of news to go over today because just like with Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet will be getting 2 DLC later on this year. I was going to play the trailer for you guys, but honestly speaking, there isn't really all too much in the trailer itself, but I'll definitely link a version of the trailer in the description so you guys can check it out if you want. But what I really would like to do is to go over everything on the official website because they actually provided far more details on the website than in the trailer. So as you can see, we're already here on the website, and now let's go through the very brand new DLC page they've made. So the DLC, first and foremost, is called The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. So that's really interesting, and we can see some brand new Pokemon on the side of the screen that we will be meeting. So first things first, we can see that, well, this video is actually the trailer. I'm not sure why this is the thumbnail because this does not appear in the actual video, but we're going to get into this. We will be getting some new outfits in the DLC, just like we got with Sword and Shields, so that's great to know. But first, let's get into things and see what's going to be happening. The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero is coming. Discover the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Continue your Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet adventure with this DLC, containing 2 expansions. So yes, just like with Sword and Shield, we will be having 2 expansions for this entire DLC. And we have some lovely new artwork showing off both of the DLCs, so let's learn a bit more about them. First DLC is called The Teal Mask. This will be Part 1. Step out of the Paldea region as you take a school trip to the land of Kitakami. There you'll meet new people and Pokemon while unraveling the mysteries behind the area's folktales. The Teal Mask is slated for release in fall 2023. Release date is subject to change. So right off the bat, we're going to be going to this brand new place called Kitakami. We're going to have different uniforms. As we can see, it's going to be a school trip, which I really like that they're still going to incorporate, the main overall school plot from Scarlet and Violet into this DLC. So that's great to know. And I really like these outfits that the player character has. It looks really cute, and I'm really excited to try them out. And then Part 2 will be the Indigo Disc. The story continues as you become an exchange student and visit Blueberry Academy. Most of this unusual school is located under the ocean, and its curriculum emphasizes Pokemon battling. The Indigo Disc is slated for release in winter 2023. Release date, of course, still is subject to change. So that's going to be really interesting for this one. So this one is more battle-focused, and it says it's a new academy we're going to. We're going to become an exchange student, and the academy is under the ocean, so that's really crazy. I mean, I guess that explains the artwork we just saw. But we're not done yet. We also have brand new Pokemon. In the Teal Mask, we will meet the heroes of Kitakami, a trio of Pokemon who protected the land in the past. And it says introducing them as Okidogi, Moonkidori, and Fezan DPT. Yes, I cannot read, guys, but these are the Pokemon. This one is Okidogi, this one is Moonkidori, and this one is Fezan DPT. Yeah, I'm gonna really struggle with this one, but anyway, these are the brand new Pokemon. I really like them. I think they look interesting enough. Clearly there's a specific theme around them. It says they protected the land in the past, and you can see they all have these interesting symbols on their bodies, so I'm interested in learning a bit more about them too. Just like with the old DLC in Scarlet and Violet, we will be getting brand new Pokemon. Well, not brand new, I mean old Pokemon rather, returning to the game. They'll be new for Scarlet and Violet, but they're old Pokemon. So these will all be available to be captured in these new locations, I assume. So we got Shingling, we got Milotic, we got Vikavolt, Shiftry, Yanma, Ninetales, Alchemy, my buddy, Zebstrika, Whimsicott, Metagross, Dugong, and Esper will all be coming back, along with many, many more. If we purchase this expansion pack, we will be able to, either one of them, or I guess both of them, we will be able to get these brand new uniforms. Very happy to see this. You guys know I love me customization, and I was pretty disappointed when we only had 4 basic uniforms in the initial game, so I'm really glad that we're going to be able to have more in the DLC, which is interesting because especially since we're going to be having new outfits for the different locations we're going to, but it's fine. I like these new uniforms. I especially like this one, and I really like this one. For Violet, I guess, pretty similar. I mean, I like this one kind of too in Violet. I like the colors. I feel like, even though I do really like Scarlet still more than Violet, Scarlet was my main version, you guys know, I still think Violet has a few different uniform options I like. Like, especially, I think they got better colors, like with the pink and the black, whereas I wasn't really a big fan of the beige and the white, and the gray that we got in Scarlet, but it's all fine. If you also purchase the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, you will be able to get a Hisuian Zoroark with an unusual move, and it looks like it's going to have a Dark Terra type, which is funny since the original Zoroark is Dark type, so that's interesting. So yes, and the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, you can now purchase it on the eShop, and it'll be, once you purchase it, you'll just need to, of course, wait until fall and winter for you to be able to play it. But that's not all, we have a bit more information, so let's go over to the news section. Actually, I already had it pulled up over here. So first, let's look at the new characters featured in this DLC. So first, a new look for you. In part 1, the Teal Mask, you'll put on a traditional Jinbei outfit and take part in the festival that's held annually in the village. In part 2, the Indigo Disc, you'll don the uniform of the Blueberry Academy as an exchange student and get a taste of student life at a new school. I think it's so funny that it's called the Blueberry Academy when the original academies were Naranja and Uva, which mean orange and grape, and so now I guess we're finishing off the trio with Blueberry. But like I said, I like these traditional Jinbei uniforms, they look really cute. And the Blueberry Academy uniforms, they look really nice as well. I think they look really stylish, so I'm happy to wear that as well. Now, for some new characters we'll meet. As your adventures unfold, you'll meet a variety of characters. Let's meet Kirgan and Carmine, a brother and sister who appear in both Part 1, the Teal Mask, and Part 2, the Indigo Disc. These two call Kitakami home, and they attend the Blueberry Academy as students. So that's interesting. So I'm wondering if the Blueberry Academy is on Kitakami, like if that's the same location, like they're in the same location, or if they're in two separate locations, because both of these places are outside of Paldea. But I'm wondering if Kitakami is the place where the Blueberry Academy is, or if Blueberry Academy is completely somewhere else. I guess we'll have to wait and see when that information comes up. But anyway, Carmine is the elder sister of the pair. She is strong-willed and can be a little selfish, but she always looks out for her little brother, even if she isn't the best at showing it. Word is that she can be chilly toward people from other regions. Oh, well, that means us. Her little brother, Kieran, has a quiet, gentle nature, and he often hides behind his big sister. It seems he's curious about you, though, when you arrive from the Paldea region. And here are their full designs. I think they both look really interesting. They look really, I guess they're kind of meant to be kind of moody, kind of mysterious, and I think they hit that look pretty well. They look really cool to me, so I'm excited to learn more about them. Next up, why don't we take a little bit of a look at the new Paradox Pokemon that were introduced, called Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. There's going to be a Terra Raid event, which is actually going live today. So you'll be able to find Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, and you can only catch one per save file. Walking Wake is exclusive to Scarlet, and Iron Leaves to Violet. And I think we have a better picture of these two. Do we have a better picture of them? I know their official artwork came out. We'll come back to that. But yes, we do have two new Paradox Pokemon coming to the game today. So now let's look at the legendary Pokemon we'll meet in this DLC. In the Teal Mask, you will encounter Ogerpon, which dons a fearsome mask. In Part 2, the Indigo Disc, Terrapagos will appear, resplendent in its glittering aura. Guys, you guys know I cannot read, so I'm sorry. But anyway, here is the first one, Ogerpon, which is the Pokemon with the mask on, and Terrapagos, which looks like kind of a turtle-like creature with a really bright glowing shell with the different type markings on it, so that's really cool. And then of course we have the three heroes we mentioned earlier. The heroes of Kitakami are Okidogi, Moonkidori, and this one I cannot pronounce, Fizan P. Dipti. I'm gonna try, guys. In Part 1, the Teal Mask, the three Pokemon appear that are beloved by the people of the village as heroes that protected the land of Kitakami in the past, and stone statues were made in their likeness to express the people's gratitude toward these Pokemon. So it's interesting. Looking at them pretty closely, this one clearly looks to be like a little monkey. This one looks kind of like a... What is it? Like a cat? Like a bear? What is this? I really don't know. I guess it's kind of like a bearish cat thing. Red panda, I don't really know. And this one is clearly a bird. Out of the three of them, honestly, it's ironic. It's this one whose name I can't pronounce. I think is my favorite of the three. It looks really pretty, but I mean, I like all of them. They look pretty cute. And again, they just mentioned that we have the chance to encounter Pokemon that did not appear in Scarlet and Violet that will now be appearing in these DLC. Now let's get just a little bit more information. Your new adventures will take place in the land of Kitakami and the Blueberry Academy. In the Teal Mask, you will be chosen as one of the students to take part in a school trip that is held each year in collaboration with another school. It will take you to the land of Kitakami. A great mountain towers over the land of Kitakami, and the people live at its base. It is a place of tranquil natural expanses, featuring rice paddies and apple orchards, and a new and different experience compared to the Paldea region. So it definitely looks pretty rural, old-timey, kind of like Legends Arceus. Like, here's a close-up of the picture. Like, look at their outfits of the brother and sister, Carmine and her brother. They look like the Pearl Clan and the Diamond Clan kind of colors with these outfits. I don't know if they're going to mention Hisui or anything in this. Maybe that'll tie into Legends Arceus, especially with the Hisui and Zero art gift, but I guess we'll see. But I do love this artwork. It looks really nice, and you can see the brand new Pokemon in the back. Your trip seems to coincide with a festival regularly held in the village in Kitakami during this session, so the village is bustling with various street vendors and stalls. You'll meet new friends and Pokemon as you unravel the mysteries behind the folktales that have been passed down in this land. So it sounds really interesting. This one looks like it'll be kind of a bit more like lore-based. This one's going to have a lot of history going on, especially with these Pokemon involved, and I'm sure these two. So I'm really excited for this one. I really, got me, guys, I really like some lore, so I'm excited for this especially. But we cannot forget the Blueberry Academy. Studying abroad at Blueberry Academy, where Pokemon battling flourishes. So this one definitely looks like it's going to be more battle-focused, kind of like, Isle of Armor had that whole battle plot trying to raise Cubfu to become stronger. And then in the Crown Tundra, in the very last portion of that, we got the Galarian Star Tournament, which was a big battle tournament. So this reminds me kind of that, but again, we'll see what ends up happening there. In Part 2, the Indigo Disc, you will travel to your academy's sister school, the Blueberry Academy, as an exchange student. Unlike your academy, with its long and storied history, Blueberry Academy is a school that was established in recent years, and its curriculum puts a particular emphasis on Pokemon battling. Most surprising of all is the fact that most of the school's building is located under the ocean. You will take part in classes, interact with the local students, and experience school life in this unusual academy. So this one sounds really interesting as well. I'm really also excited for this lore, trying to figure out how this is our sister school. Narana and Uva academies are supposed to be these really old traditional schools that have been lasting for thousands of years, and yet our sister school was only just recently established, and it seems to be very, again, battle focused. And we see in this artwork, here's the close-up version of it, we can see, in addition to the brother and sister that we saw earlier, we also see these other people, and I'm guessing these are the other students they're referring to, or at least they seem that they're going to be staff members or important members of the Blueberry Academy. We also see our characters, and we have some nice artwork showing the final evolutions of the starters. We see Skeletor here, we see Meowscarada looking pretty angry, and we see the ever so fabulous, lovely Quaquaval. Love him so much, he looks so happy here, which is funny. Meowscarada's over here looking pretty fierce, Skeletor is kind of like, And then you have Quaquaval, he's just a happy guy. I love him so much. But there we go with that. Now, I believe that's all the main information about the DLC. Okay, so let's go see. Okay, let me go to the Pokemon page to see if they have the actual artwork of the new Pokemon they mentioned. Yes, here they are, down at the very bottom. Iron Leaves and Walking Wake. So let's do Iron Leaves first. Meet the Paradox Pokemon Iron Leaves from Pokemon Violet. And as you can see, it definitely looks to be a new version, or a new futuristic relative of Virizion. It is a grass and psychic type. Does it have some relation to a sketch in the Violet book? Iron Leaves resembles a sketch made by a member of the Area Zero expedition in the Violet book. It has a smooth, glossy body and has a metallic texture, and apparently the glowing parts on its forehead and neck sometimes transform to look like long swords. So that's really interesting, looks really great. I love how they have the swords, similar to how Virizion can have the really long sword on its head, the original Virizion. So that's really cool. I like this design. I wasn't the biggest fan of most of the Violet Paradox Pokemon because, I don't know, I just thought the Scarlet ones were much cooler. But I like Iron Leaves, it looks really nice. So that's really good to see. And now we have Walking Wake, aka the prehistoric ancient relative of Suicune. And this guy looks crazy to me. Like, imagine taking Suicune and turning it into this dragon dinosaur thing. I certainly didn't expect anything like this for this kind of Pokemon. But yes, Walking Wake is a water dragon type. It is 11'6". It is huge. Does it have some relation to a sketch in the Scarlet book? Walking Wake resembles a sketch made by a member of the Area Zero expedition in the Scarlet book. It bears a uniquely shaped set of horns on its forehead. It also supports its weight with just its hind legs and walks bipedally. Well, yeah, we can see that, and yeah, it looks really terrifying. But yes, apparently you can get both Walking Wake and Iron Leaves in your games now today through those raids. So if you are interested in getting either of these Pokemon, I definitely recommend you guys to check them out. Yeah, you're only 4'11", whereas this thing is huge. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. And I believe that's all for the information here. So, yep, I think that's everything we've pretty much covered for all the brand new information. Of course, there's a few different new things for the games as well, like you can now get the other forms of Vivian in the game. Previously, there was only the one fancy form in the game. Now you can get the new Vivian. And I think there's also going to be an event for Pokemon Go players to get some more Gimme Cool coins to be able to evolve Gimme Cool into Goldengo. But aside from that, I think that's everything. They mentioned how to purchase the DLC. And here it's pretty much, you can just purchase it on the eShop. And always remember, make sure you purchase the version for your actual game version. If you are playing Scarlet, you need to make sure you purchase the Scarlet DLC, and if you have Violet, you have to purchase the Violet DLC. Do not purchase the wrong version or you will not be able to play. And again, that's probably just to make sure about, version exclusives and different things like that. So once you purchase, you will be able to see it in your game once the content releases in fall at the very latest, it seems. Well, I mean, it's subject to change, but around fall time, it seems that we will start things up, and you'll be able to just see this little box right here for the downloadable content. And there you'll be able to download everything, and you'll be able to also get the new uniforms and everything else. And like we said, that's pretty much most of the gist of what they gave us. I'm sure we'll be getting much more information about these DLC and the overall stories in the coming months. But for now, that seems to be everything. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited for the DLC just like I am. Let me know what you're the most excited for. Are you more excited for Part 1, Part 2, both equally? What Pokemon are you looking forward to? Let me know anything you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video. And once again, happy Pokemon Day to everyone out there.